Let me see what this tastes like because it smells strong. Let's see. I have passed the wine test. Hey guys, it's me Larissa. Welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be Actually, it's very different than my usual content because I have never made wine at home. The thing is, actually, because of this lockdown, my mom is at home. She just had to experiment with wine. She said, let's make wine. She made this delicious wine, which was actually extraordinary. I thought this is super interesting and has to be done. So, yes, it's going to be fun. It's a process, guys. You know, making wine is a process. It's art, and even if like the slightest of thing goes wrong, your whole wine can be spoiled. So I'm gonna try it out, and I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but let's do this. I mean, it's interesting. I'm always up for cool, interesting stuff. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So my mom actually gave me a recipe, and this is the secret recipe. These are the items that you will need for your wine. I'm gonna add everything in the description, so please don't worry. You can definitely use black grapes, and usually people make their wine with black grapes, but I'm using green grapes and this works perfectly well. So do not worry because there's actually no black grapes in the market. I think everybody's taken them home so that they can make wine at home. So with me I have 2 kilos of grapes, and I'm gonna add 2 liters of water to this and bring it to boil. The secret recipe says you wash the grapes, so I washed the grapes that I kept. It's 2 kilos of grapes. You boil the grapes in 2 liters of water. Now my saucepan is, or pan, whatever you call it, it's too small. I don't have a big bartan. I just added like 1.6 liters, and I think that's okay. I mean, it's alright. So you boil it till the grapes break open. So it doesn't have to be whole anymore. It has to like open and break. You get the point, right? Like, I'll show you what it looks like. Once your grapes break open like this and it comes to boil, that's when you stop boiling them. Now after the grapes are ready, like they're broken, and I separated it from the water. There was like 2 liters of water. I separated it from the water, and now I'm gonna crush it. Like, not crush it completely, but slightly. I'll show you how. So I've added the grapes to my NutriBullet. You can add it to your mixer. Just give it like 2 rounds. I think it should be enough. I know this looks super gross, but this is what your grapes should look like. It should be even more thicker than this. I kind of messed up, but let's see if this works. Okay, so now we have the grapes ready, but because these are green grapes and we need a good color, like a good red color like wine, we'll have to add color, but we're not going to add any artificial colors. We're going to add beetroot. So I'm going to grate 1 big beetroot. I already grated it actually. Beetroot, put it in water, some water, boil it, and then strain it and keep it aside. I'll show you how. So this is your crushed beetroot. Look at this. Look at this. This is what's going to give us a color. The beetroot is boiling, and we're preparing the red color. So as that happens, I'm going to prepare the jar in which the wine is being made. So we need a big jar. We're going to put some sugar and the other ingredients. That's where the wine will ferment. The grapes will ferment and the wine will happen. We need to prepare that. So you're going to add 100 grams of wheat. You're going to wash it and add it. Then you're going to add some cardamom. The recipe says 5, but I'm going to add 10 because I'm a rebel. And some cloves. The recipe said 5, but I'm going to add 10. Then we have like a 2-inch cinnamon stick, 2-inch ginger, and you're going to crush the ginger and add it to the mixture. Then you have 1 kilograms of sugar. Now, very honestly, I didn't want to add the sugar. I really didn't want to add the sugar. That to 1 kilograms of sugar, that's too much. I wasn't really patient to look at any other recipe without the sugar, so I said forget it, let's just add the sugar. But I'm sure there are other recipes which have no sugar in them, so you can check that out. So I have all the ingredients laid out here. This is the jar that's going to have the wine. This is where we'll add the grapes and we'll add all the ingredients and then crush it all together. Now this is the beetroot color. This is the color we got from the beetroot and it's nice and red, but it's really hot, so I'm going to keep it aside and add it at the end. Now from all the wine videos we watched, people do not make wine in a plastic jar. You usually make it in a ceramic or glass jar, but I really don't have a glass jar and I don't have a ceramic container either. I have no clue if it reacts or something, but before you go ahead and do it in a plastic jar, please Google and look for, I mean, anything that goes wrong with a plastic jar. My mom made it in the plastic jar as well and nothing went wrong. It's all fermented and it's all good, but I don't know if it reacts or what, so just check that for your own sake. I am quite an adventurous person, so I'm going with the plastic jar, and we're gonna add all our ingredients to this. Now I'm going to add the water that we separated from the grapes in the beginning. I'm going to add it to the jar. It's around 2 liters and that's how much it should be. You could go to max, I think 3 or 4. And this is the beetroot. So this is the color to our wine. See how red it is? Wow. Now next up we have some yeast, which is the most important part of the wine. Otherwise your wine is not going to ferment. So this is like 1 tablespoon of yeast, and I'm gonna add some hot water to this, like really hot water to the bowl. And you got to like wait until it dissolves and becomes a paste. So this is what the yeast mixture should look like. Then I'm gonna add it to the jar. Now after you're done adding the yeast also, you're going to mix the whole thing again. Mix it really well, at least for 5 to 10 minutes. And then you're going to keep your jar aside and wait for the wine to ferment. Okay, so now our wine, pre-wine or whatever you want to call it, is ready. I am going to put it in a place where it doesn't move at all. It has to be really stable and it cannot keep moving. So you cannot keep it in a place where you hold it and like put it somewhere else. You just keep it somewhere where it's quiet and it doesn't have any movement for 24 hours, because tomorrow at the same time I have to open it and mix it well again for like 10-15 minutes, shut it and then put it back in the place. You do this for 14 days at least until your wine is ready, then you drink it. That's what you're supposed to do. But let's see how this one goes. I'm going to be updating you every day with this, so let's see how this turns out. What's up guys? My forehead is really red. That's because I have some Zandu balm on my head. My head hurts. Anyway guys, this is second day of the wine. It's been like 24 hours and I am stirring it right now. It feels disgusting because it's all squishy and all, but it's the consistency is the same, almost the same like before. I think by the 3rd or 4th day the consistency will change, but let me show you what it looks like. So this is the jar and I am stirring the grapes and the whole mixture, and it really feels gross. Look at this. This is what it looks like. But you can't really do anything because you gotta do what you gotta do. If you need some wine, this is what you gotta do. If you ask me what it smells like, it smells almost the same like yesterday. I think it's not yet started fermenting. Yeah, I think by the 3rd or 4th day it should start smelling and feeling different. Day 7 for the wine, and I have opened the dabba and it smells like wine. Like you can smell the wine. You can literally smell it. This is what it looks like. Guys, I know it looks disgusting, but this is how it's supposed to look. That's what the wine looks like. Okay, so I am stirring it right now, and you know the recipe that my mom gave me, us recipe say our wine was ready in 5 days. So this is day 7, so I think this also should be ready. Okay dear friends, I drained the wine and this is my first ever sip from the wine I made at home. Let me see what this tastes like. It should be ready, very honestly, because it smells strong. Let's see. I have passed the wine test. It tastes great. I added like extra cardamom and extra lavang, so that has added to the taste. It's more like masala wine. But this is great. This is insane. Delicious. It's so delicious. It's better than all the wines I've tasted actually. Okay guys, this is day 9. I have tasted the wine already a few days ago. It's already done, very honestly, but they say keep it for 12 days. But it's the 9th day. I think I'm ready to put it in the bottle. I don't have a wine bottle because I don't really drink wine usually. I am a whiskey girl. I have like a good whiskey bottle which I'm going to store my wine in. I still don't know if I should transfer everything into the bottle. Maybe let's not transfer it today. Let's just sip some and I will tell you guys how exactly it is and how it tastes. Okay, so this is Judgment Day. This is what the wine looks like. It's not red, but it's like, it looks like watermelon juice. Now I'm standing in front of yellow light, so it doesn't look like, it doesn't give off the real color, but this looks exactly like watermelon juice and can pass off as watermelon juice. But let's taste this. It hits you like instantly. Like, it's not like beer, it's super strong. Very honestly, I had 2 glasses of wine last night and I was wasted. I woke up with a hangover. But this is real strong stuff. Because it's homemade, they usually say that homemade wine is super strong, and even like homemade alcohol is so delicious. It's like one of the best wines I've ever tasted in my life. Nothing beats the French wine and blah blah blah, but still, you know, you've made the wine. It's delicious, it's good. I give this 110 marks out of 100. Like, it's delicious, guys. You have to try this out, especially in this lockdown. You have to try it out. It's great. You can feel the effect in 5 minutes. I'm not kidding. I had this last night and I've been like tasting it every night, because when my mom made it, she told me that it was ready in 4 to 5 days, and it's only because we boiled the grapes. Usually it takes 12 days, but because you boil the grapes, your wine is usually ready in 5 days. I'm not kidding, guys. 5 days and your wine will be ready. So try it out. It's a super simple recipe. It's a fun thing to even do with your family, and to make wine at home, it's such a nice artsy thing to do. Oh, I made wine today. What did you do? You know, you could do that. So guys, I think this was a total success. I hope you guys try it out. If you do, please let me know in the comments. If you're gonna try it out, then please tell me. I would love to know about how your experience has been. And yeah, I think that's about it. Cheers everybody. I will see you guys next time. Bye.